What's up guys, JustAColombian here, and today I bring you a little video about one of the 3 new maps that has been released on patch 46 for the Paladins. And well, these 3 maps are test maps. There are little maps that have a lot of polygons and stuff like that because they're being tested, and you can give them some feedback about it, if you like the map, if you didn't, if you have some bug issues with it and stuff like that. So I hope that you play on this map, since they will give you the option at the end of the match of actually giving a feedback about this map, if you liked it or not, some recommendations and stuff like that. And I will recommend you to check it out, since it will help the game a lot to actually manage to make maps in a way that, well, players actually like. Now, the map that we will be talking about today is called Sunken City. It's a map that's it's interesting. I have seen some little things and some little structures that might go with the lore of Buck and stuff like that. I will be talking about that. And also, I have seen that this is a pretty unique map. It's one of those maps which have a lot of structures. It has a lot of structures and stuff like that. It's a map for siege, and that's the thing that I love. The fact that when you are making a map and you have so many structures, it means that, well, the developers are actually giving a part of their time, a really nice portion of their time, to actually make these rooms, this little apartment-like little structures and stuff like that, portals and little things that I think that those little things make the game so big and make the developer team real amazing, since you can see a lot of detail. But well, let's get into the video. Let's just start talking about it. What's the format if you don't know it? So first of all, I'll be talking about general stuff, like really general little things like is the map big, the game mode, what I can find about this map, if it's open, if it's closed, can you actually push people off the map and stuff like that. Then I will be talking about which champions do I think that they will have like a better engagement in this map, like a better development in this map. They will have some advantage, and which ones will have some disadvantage due to the structures, if the map is way too open, if you can see people coming behind you or not and stuff like that. So that will be another thing. And then for the last part, we will get a little bit creative and talk about which champion might be related to this map, like the lore and stuff like that. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed the video. Sorry for my stuttering. But anyways, let's get started with the general info about this map. So first of all, it's called Sunken City. I don't see any water, so I don't get why it's called Sunken, but well, who knows. And what it has is the fact that this map is one of those maps that have a lot of structures. They have a lot of structures, a little like alleys, little tunnels and stuff like that. I can see that this map is, well, it is also like symmetric, you know, and it's really kind of open. It has a lot of like little open areas or little open gaps that you can push your enemies out of the map with this. So that's a cool thing. That's a cool thing. I see that they have worked really hard on this map, since it has a lot of structures, it's symmetrical, and the fact that you can see a lot of arcs and structures that you can actually go into, and little windows in the same, like, let's say the capture point, you can go up at the main entrance that's, well, on the floor, but also you have some little windows to the side that you can actually escape by them. So that's the thing. I can see that there has been a nice development of this map, and you can actually see a lot of it in here. Now, another thing about this map, well, I have talked about it. It's a siege map, and it actually fits. It's not that big, actually. I don't feel that it's that big as fucking Dark Crossing, but how to say it, it has a lot of structures, but it's not as complex as Dark Crossing. Because, I mean, the bunch of structures gives it a volume that feels big, but like going from side to side to the map, it's really quick actually. Even with like with Maeve, it's really quick, and it's not because it's Maeve, but because the map is small. It's small. And another important thing about this map is the fact that there's a lot of windows in these structures, and you will see why I mentioned this. There's a lot of windows, and actually you can actually have you can have a really clear line of sight when you're given the opportunity. There are certainly like little angles that you will be able to just like check behind corners and look at alleys that are really used a lot by flanks. So that's really cool. cool because you can actually have a perspective, a peripheric view of the map really easily for since, well, you have the structures that are like really high, right? So you will be able to see the map really clearly and see who's coming and, well, who's coming by the left, by the right, or even the center. Now let's talk about which champions do I think that will have an advantage or disadvantage in this map. So first of all, you have noticed, or well, if you remember, I have talked about there's a lot of windows, there are really high little how's it called, buildings and stuff like that. There are really high buildings, so this will help Kinessa. The fact that you will be playing with Kinessa in this map will help you a lot since there's a really clear view of the map. Is also you will be able to hide in some structures that only have, well, they only have one entrance, so that will mean that flankers will have a really hard time trying to actually get to you. And also the fact that there's a really clear side or like a really clear view on this map will help you know if they're trying to flank you or not, if you're really like swifty, you know, like if you are paying attention and stuff. Other champion that I think that I haven't mentioned about in like past videos, it's Buck. Why? Well, you know, Buck has this vertical movement, like not really great in a way, but the fact that this map has some walls that you can actually jump over really easily with Buck means that you will be able to actually have a great time with him in this map. And actually Jesus, I'm saying so much actually, but well, besides from that, the fact that, well, Buck is able to jump that high and stuff like that, and also the fact that I know, and I have this feeling that he has a connection with this map since he is a monk. So, well, let's wait for that. It's really funny. About the fact that it's that Buck will have an advantage in this map with his jumps, with his vertical movement, vertical and horizontal movement, and also the fact is that you also have the choke points in the map, and having those choke points mean that when you land your jump, you will be able to damage some people. You will be able to damage a lot of people when you land, since there are a lot of choke points in this map. Maven, Druxus, and Eevee, well, you know, they have a great advantage. Like flanks have a great advantage when there are a lot of structures, but the thing is that they only have one entrance. These structures mainly have one entrance, so that's the thing that I don't know if actually they will have a great time trying to flank Kinessa or not. That has to be seen, but I have felt that it's kind of like 50-50. Sometimes it's really easy, sometimes it's a pain in the fucking ass. Another champion that I think that will have a great time in this map is, well, Bomb King, and well, some little derivations like little like side notes like Tyra with her firebomb and Victor with his grenade, because choke points. But Bomb King is the lord of taking advantage of choke points, and that's the cool thing about him. You will be able to take a lot of people out by throwing your grumpy bomb, since these choke points have no fucking escape. Like, you have to get away from the bomb, but you can't just get behind something. I have felt that. I don't know if you will feel the same thing, but that's the thing. You will have to constantly go back from your core, or well, just try to avoid your core when Bomb King is spamming his Q, cause it will be a big trouble in, well, having this Q and little choke points. Talking about choke points and entrances and stuff like that, Inara will have an amazing time in this map. You can see the ability that she has to block paths, and one of those abilities might be used in this map to close the main path in the map, like well, not in the map, but in the capture point. You will be able to close this gap, that, well, this door. You will be able to put your rock door, your rock wall, whatever, and in front of you of this thing, and it will cover it up completely. It will cover it up really well. Only a Maeve could get over it, kinda. So that's a cool thing. Inara will have a great time in this map, since she will be able to block a lot of entrances. And well, you know, Torvald is Torvald. He can take advantage of maps which have a really big open area, and this map has little open areas, but I think that Torvald with a good positioning and a good aim will just abuse this and will be able to push people out of the map really easily with this little like squares that you can get your enemy through and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of ways to actually push your enemies in here. There's even a fucking well, if I'm not wrong. Well, not a well. Is it a well? I don't remember, but it's like this thing that you throw coins into and make a wish. I think that's called a well. But anyways, there's one of those things. Like there's this big ass tube in a little side of the map, and you can actually die by falling inside it. And now let's get creative and talk about the lore. Now, I see that this map has two big ass statues in the middle of the capture point. Now, I think that these statues are from monks. Now, they have the figure and stuff like that. A friend of mine told me that there was actually a penis, but I don't think that Hi-Rez will put dicks in their game. So, yeah. But yeah, you can see that this is the figure of a monk. And if you actually relate this map, you can actually see and feel the way how it kind of translates and feels like a monastery, right? So what I have in like a really big how to say it, well, hypothesis or theory about this thing is the fact that maybe this is a map related to Buck, since he's actually a monk, and also if you see his robes and stuff like that, he looks a lot like a monk, and also you can see that Makoa has one mode that, well, he is like meditating and floating. So that's the thing. Maybe I feel that maybe Buck and Makoa are related, and well, besides that, little Makoa talks about keeping the peace and stuff like that, restoring the peace in the world. You can see hear him in some voice lines. So maybe this is the monastery where Makoa and Buck trained and stuff like that. So that's the thing. Maybe this monastery will be a clue to actually know if Makoa and Buck might be related to some sort of training, and maybe some more monks that will have to do something, like more characters that will have to do with this monastery and monk little lore. We don't know, but that's the thing that I might be thinking about this map. But anyways guys, this was the video for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned a thing or two. I'm JustAColombian, and I hope that you have an amazing day. I hope that you really enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe. See ya guys.